Hello, guys. Welcome again to another edition of Learning with Rich. I'm so happy to be with you again. Okay, so in this topic, I just woke up. Okay, all right. So in this topic, so we are going to talk about sun settings in Revit. Okay, so we're going to talk about how to use Revit for your solar study. Okay, so let's get started. So you can go ahead and use any project that you have for this topic. Okay, so I'm going to use the Sun settings template that I'm using from Autodesk. Okay, but of course you can always do this exercise using your own model. Okay, all right. By the way, if you are wondering where can you find the sample project of Revit, okay, you can always, oh, not this one, but the default sample projects in the Revit, okay? So you can go to the file and then you can select here the arrow and then you can click the sample files here and then you can see here the sample exercise file. So you have the sample family, you have the advanced project, okay? Sample project. RAC stands for Revit Architecture. So you can use this Revit Advanced Sample Project and RAC Basic Sample Project. Okay, so this is Revit Architecture. RME, that is your Revit MEP. So Advanced Sample Project and then RME Basic Sample Project. RST, this is Revit Structure. So you have Revit Advanced Sample Project, Revit structure basic sample project. Okay, so you can use these exercise files, okay, or I mean sample files if you want to explore Revit. Okay. Anyway, going back to our topic, so let us use Revit for our solar study. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open the view here. I'm gonna open my shadow study dash level 1 view. So what I'm gonna do is, okay, I need to turn on the shadow. So to turn on the shadow, so you can go to your view control tab, view control bar. This is your view control bar. So you just need to click the shadows. Okay, you just need to turn on that. Okay, so there's now the shadow. As you can see, there's the shadow. Anyway, we are going to adjust that to show it dramatically. All right, so after we turn on the shadow, the next thing that we're going to do is, you see the sun icon here. So it's the sun path. So you just click that and then you can select your sun settings. Okay, no need for us to turn on. So I'm gonna select your sun settings. And then as you can see from the sun settings dialog box, so we have four types of solar study here. So we will be using these three: still, single day, and multi-day. Okay, no need to use this lighting. I don't have time to study this one. Okay, first one is still. So when you say still, it produces a single image that shows the shadows at the project location for a specified date and time. Like for example, so if you want to view the shadow patterns for a project in, let's say, Singapore on June 23 at noon, so you can use still. Okay, so let's try this one. So I'm gonna select the still. Okay, and then for the settings here, so what will be the location? So let me just change this to default city list. So I'm gonna look for Singapore. Okay, where are you? Okay, so Singapore, and then I'll select here OK. And then you can specify here the date. So you can click the drop down arrow, you can click the date to day. Okay. Of course, you can also click this to explore more per month, per year. Okay. Anyway, I'll just select the date to day and then you can specify the time. So let's say, for example, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. So I'm going to apply this, check out what will happen. So I apply. Just make sure ground plane at level 1 is selected. Okay. All right. So if the ground plane at level option is checked, okay, so what will happen is the software casts shadows on the specified level in 2D and 3D views, 3D shaded views. When you clear this ground plane at level, the software casts shadows on the topo surface if one exists. Okay? So the ground plane is not used in rendered views. So to cast the shadows in rendered views, so model a plane, or you need to model a ground plane in the project. All right? So again, when you select the ground plane at level, the software casts shadows on the specified level in 2D and 3D shaded views. So when you clear this, the shadow casts, the software casts shadows on the topo surface if one exists. All right. So I'm gonna check this one and then check this out. If I select apply, there you go. And then I select OK. Now, if you notice, our shadow here is kind of light. So if you want to make it a bit dark, so what you can do is you can click this visual style here, and then you can go to the graphic display options. Take note, by the way, that my visual style here is shaded. Okay, so it's shaded view. So you go to the graphic display options, and then you go to lighting. Yes. Okay, so let's make it 50. So 50, and then okay. There you go. All right. So this is our uh, still view. Okay, this is our still view. So next, so let us try to explore more. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to select the shadow here. The south here, the south elevation. Okay, again, same step. So let us try to turn on here the shadow. Okay, so there's the shadow. Okay, so let's select the sun pa. Yeah, you click that and then sun settings. All right, so this time let us select single day. Okay, so single day. So when you say a single day option, what will happen? It produces an animation that shows the movement of shadows at the project location for a specified time, uh, date, and time interval. Okay, so for example, you can track shadows at hourly intervals for a project in Singapore on, let's say, today, July 22, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., something like that. Okay, so you can create your own one. So let's say I'll select this single day, select this one. Let's duplicate this. So solar study single day tests, or whatever name that you want. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now, okay, so same location. Okay, so for the date, I'll just select the date. Okay. And then let us just make this sunrise to sunset. You just need to click. Okay. And then automatically it will set the time, the sunrise and the sunset for you. Okay, so you just need to select that. Okay, and then after that, the next thing that you need to do is you can specify here the time interval. So let's say I'll just use 1 hour. Again, make sure that the ground plane at level is checked. Level 1 is our ground plane. And then after that, I just select here, I just select apply. And then, okay, there you go. Okay, so what you can do now to see the animation, okay, so what you can do is you can click this sun path, and then you can select here preview solar study. Just click that, and then what have you noticed? This portion here, you see the options bar. It shows now the option for our presentation. So what you can do is you can play it. Whoa, right? Click. You just play. Or Of course, you can click it one by one. Next frame. Okay. You see? Okay. And then you can click backwards. You can click. Okay. And then you can also play that. Okay. So if you want to modify it, just click sun settings. So let's say, for example, oh, I don't want Singapore. I want other country. So let's say I'm going to, uh, do we have Ottawa here? Okay, so Ontario, Canada. So I click this one. Okay. Okay, I just need to uncheck this and then check again to update it. Again, time interval 1 hour, and then I select apply, then okay, there you go. And then let's try to play it. Whoa, whoa, right? Okay, so or you can click by frame. Okay, okay, so you can type the frame here, frame one, and then you can click one by one. Okay, okay, all right. Okay, okay, and of course you can do that in 3D, in 3D view. So check this out. So I'm going to select the 3D here, 3D front perspective, this one. All right. Okay, so again, I'm gonna turn on the shadow. I click this one, sun settings, single day. I click the test that I created, and then I just select here apply, and then I select here OK. Again, if you want to see the options here from the options bar, you can click the sun settings. I mean the previous solar study. There you go. So it's frame one. You can play that. Okay, right? You can forward, okay, right? Backwards. And let me show you this in 3D view. Although this is already in 3D, but this is a 3D view with a camera, so it's in perspective view. But if you want to show that in orthographic view, so I click this. There you go. So let me just duplicate this first. So right click, duplicate. Okay, so I'm gonna call this 3D. All right, so 3D solar study. Okay, solar study. What is this? This is what's the option that we use? Let me check. Okay, single day. Sorry, single day. All right. Okay, so single day. That's it. Okay, let's turn on the shadow. Oh, sorry. Okay, shadow. Sun settings. Okay, single day. You click this one. See the settings there. Apply, and then okay. All right. Okay, we're good. All right, then let's click this preview solar study. Right, there you go. Then you can play that. Roll. Okay, play. If you want, you can actually show the sun here. Sun path on. There you go. See how the sun moves. Okay, then you can click one by one like this with the hour interval. Okay, so if you want to export this animation, for example, you want to show this to your client, just a quick animation, you can export this to an AVI file. To do that, you can click the file here, you can select export here, and then you just need to click this arrow here, and then you look for images, animations, and solar study. That's it. You click that. You can specify here if you want to your animation to be slow animation, you can increase the frame rates per second. But the rendering of your view will take a bit of time when exporting it to an AVI file because of the frame rate. So let me change it to 20. I select here OK. I'll just override this and then I save it. Yes. All right, full frames, okay. So as you can see, it will start to render. It will start to process. So the longer your frame rates per second, okay, the longer the time to export it. Okay, anyway, it's already done. So I'm gonna open now the window. Where did I save it? Okay, this one. I'm gonna open. There you go. Okay, okay. So that's how it looks like. So it's up to you. You just need to be try to explore more. Okay, now for the last type that we are going to use here. So I'm gonna open again the sun settings. Okay, it's a multi-day. Okay, so multi-day, it produces an animation that shows the movement of shadows at the project location for a specified date range, time, and time interval. So for example, you can view the shadow patterns at 2 p.m. every day from June 1 to June 30 for a project, let's say, for example, in Singapore. So you can also produce a study for this project that shows shadow patterns at hourly intervals from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. over the same range of days. Okay, so it's up to you. So what I'm gonna do is, all right, so I'll just use the same location, and then for the date here, so let's say, okay, the date today, and then until December. Okay, December 1. Okay, so July 22, December 1. Let's say on same time, 2 p.m. Both 2 p.m. So I want to check out. So 2 p.m., 2 p.m. with a time interval 1 hour. Oh, I think I just make it one day. Okay, right? Okay, and then after that I select okay, right? So what will gonna be the shadow looks like at 2 p.m. from July 22 to December 1. Apply. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and check this out. Let's play. All right, so as you can see, right? So it's 2 p.m. So the date here is moving. So this is how it looks like. Okay. So this is your July 22. This is your December 21. And then this is your 2 p.m. here. So if you play this, observe. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let's play this one. Okay. Play. That's the movement at 2 p.m. All right. So that's it. So let us try to insert these views in our paper. So that is what we are going to do. So you just try to explore more your solar study. Okay. So I'm just going to create a sheet here. So I'm going to create a new one. So new sheet. And I'll be using here the paper. Okay, I'll just use this one, landscape presentation. There you go. All right. And then after that, let us insert now the three views or the three views that we just created. This one, and we also have the south. Okay, so I just go to the south here. I don't like the shadow settings here, so this is single day. Probably I make it still at 2 p.m. All right. Okay, so go to the sheets here. There you go. And then we also have our 3D. Oh, there you go. How about this one? Let me just move this. Let me just delete this one. Let me just put it here. And then let me just place it here. There you go. Okay. All right. So basically, this is how you use the sun settings in Revit. So hopefully, you have learned something from this video. If you have comments, questions, or suggestions, you can put it on the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right. So, once again, thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day and God bless.